Can't believe it, folks. Can't believe it. RFK Jr., the independent, has endorsed Donald Trump. He dropped out. I'm going to have some Asian vegetables. He dropped out of the race. He's done. And nobody knows if he's going to get a cabinet post out of it or why he did it. Oh, snap. You ever tried these? 15 calories to the whole bag. I was really surprised, guys. I thought he was going to go all the way to third place. But him and Shanahan, is that his VP candidate or something? They just dropped out. I mean, it said that he dropped out because he no longer saw a viable path to the White House. So he couldn't do that to his campaign workers that were working tirelessly throughout the night. You gotta have more than one screw loose in your head to work tirelessly, even throughout an afternoon, for a third-party candidate. I mean, when's the last time a third-party candidate ever won? It's pure idealism. You gotta love it. You gotta really admire it. H. Ross Perot, 1992, got 20 million votes. Well, 19 million votes. He got a single electoral vote. That's because our democracy, if you want to call it that, doesn't permit for third-party candidates. You can't even get on stage. And he got on stage. H. Ross Perot got on stage and was able to debate the George H.W., the old guy, and Donald, wrong sleeves back, and Bill Clinton. So, and he still didn't get any electoral votes. He got 19 million votes, didn't get a single electoral vote. If I'm not mistaken, the last time a third-party candidate in the United States got an electoral vote would have been George Wallace when he ran for, at the time it was called the American Independent Party. It was basically a party that he created so that he could write, segregation off into the future. Because he said in the gatehouse to, I believe, the University of Alabama, he said, segregation yesterday, segregation today, and segregation tomorrow. And that southern voice of his. That was the last time that an independent got electoral votes in the United States. George Wallace running on a segregationist ticket. And before him, I think Robert Byrd, who was a Democrat and a Klansman at one point, and I believe, that was in the 40s. So, I mean, RFK Jr. dropping out, I'm surprised he lasted this long. But him telling the press that he dropped out because he no longer saw a viable path to the White House is laughable. Hilarious. A guy just wanted a cabinet position. He went to Kamala first. I know they say that was a rumor. Well, if it's a rumor, if that was not a rumor, then why did he drop out? He went to Kamala first because, he's a Kennedy. They're Democrats. Even though none of the Kennedys support RFK Jr., still, he would have preferred to have folded into the Democrats, but Kamala wouldn't even see him. Joe Biden wouldn't see him. The only outlet that was giving him coverage was Fox, because they were hoping that he was going to steal votes from Trump. I mean, from Not from Trump. What's the other old guy? From Biden. And then we started taking votes from Trump, and they're like, "Oh, we got a problem." Yeah, these are Asian vegetables, and I got oh snap. I appreciate it, the High Druid. I missed you so much. Him and I used to go to the Bass in Chicago together. But he would always like do that, like throw the soap down on the floor. I'm like, I would always tell him, the High Druid, why are you doing that? I mean, I've heard of, dropping the soap, but you're throwing the soap. I didn't get it. We were in a locker room full of guys, and nobody like went for the soap or for the High Druid. You just would throw that soap into the abyss, and then he'd crawl around looking for it. And fortunately, there was a lot of steam in there. We couldn't see him. We could hear him. Every once in a while, he'd bump into one of our feet. I'm telling the High Druid, I was subsea in the other direction. You're bumping into my foot. And I'd crawl away, But, no, that's the thing. Man with a something says, why should I vote for Kamala? Well, she would be a continuation of Joe Biden. Look at the presidency that Joe Biden inherited. Joe Biden single-handedly, well, that's not true. He didn't single-handedly do it. He had the help of a lot of good Americans on both sides of the aisle. Like, Cory Booker and Hakeem Jeffries in Congress, but also like Mitch McConnell. We love Mitch McConnell. I'm in Kentucky, and Mitch has helped the Democrats out like no other Republican. I mean, he's not a Democrat, but, And if you think I'm lying, did you catch that speech that he gave after January 6th? I mean, he may not have voted for impeachment, but he morally condemned Trump. And that's the most senior Republican in the Senate. RD 3770 60. PD Jr. Everybody coming in here to support Mitch McConnell. That makes me warm in my heart. I appreciate you gentlemen coming in and showing Mitch lots of love. I mean, look, I'm a Democrat. He's a Republican. But, whenever Mitch McConnell, walks into a Save-A-Lot or a Walmart Supercenter here in Kentucky, people just lose their minds. Democrats, too. They're like, oh, my gosh, there's Mitch McConnell. And I wouldn't say the same about Rand Paul. I think Rand Paul couldn't get arrested in a phone booth. But Mitch McConnell, this is a high roller. Let me tell you something. I would have had a hard time not voting for Mitch McConnell, top of the ticket, and old Mike Pence on the VP slot. He was a hell of a good VP. When it comes down to VPs, to me, it doesn't get any better than Mike Pence or John C. Calhoun, both of which went to school with Donald Trump and Joe Biden. I gotta tell you, Donald Trump, America. You can't use those old comments anymore because now, Kamala was well over drinking age. She could rent a car and buy an apartment. All by the time Trump was about her age now. And Trump is old. Oh. Mitch has one foot in the goal. He'll be soon enough, president? He may be. I agree with you. RD 37760, I agree with you. One day, you never know. And he'll be gone, like you said. He'll be all going all the way to the top. We'll be like, that's Mitch McConnell from Kentucky. He's the president. President McConnell. I like it. I do like it. I'm not even a Republican. I'm a Democrat, but I like it. Mitch is a Ringo. The Ringo Starr, like the guy from the drummer from the Beatles. I don't think Mitch is British. Are you saying Mitch McConnell plays the drums? News to me. I never heard that he played the drums. Why are all the people on these live streams, sociers? I don't know what that means. What's a socer? Socer? I don't know what that means. I'm from Kentucky. Well, for the last 10 years. Before that, I was a Michigander. Well, I went to law school. And before that, I was Floridian. And I think I have a legitimate claim to being called a Floridian because I moved there from Jersey when I was 4. I grew up there, went to Reynolds Park Elementary, then St. Lawrence, then Monsignor Edward Pace, then Miami-Dade Community College, which is down Miami-Dade College. Excuse me for a second. Then went to University of Florida in Gainesville. And then at the age of 24, after some good 21 years in Florida, I moved to Lansing, Michigan. Never forget it. Got there late December of 2007, froze my butt off. I remember walking to campus, to school, and I walked off the sidewalk right by the Courier-Journal. It's not the Courier-Journal. That Courier-Journal's in Louisville. The Lansing Sun. I don't remember. Whatever the newspaper was, the office was right there. And instead of walking on the sidewalk, I was going to go to the street. So I walked off the sidewalk. I fell in 5 feet of snow. To a kid from Florida who maybe saw some frost on top of oranges at a distance, I fell in 5 feet of snow. That was crazy. And I want to try to keep it classy on here, so I won't say what I said when I fell in. But I was just like, this is too much for me. But listen, with regards to RFK Jr. endorsing Donald Trump, it's not going to matter. It's not. The Harris Walls ticket, we're going to win. You know we're going to win. We're going to win states that it's going to be unlike anything you've ever seen before. Kamala's going to pick up Georgia. You know, Trump had to make nice with Kemp, who he can't stand, and vice versa. But he had to make nice with Kemp because Kamala is coming out swinging. Absolutely swinging. She's going to take Georgia. She's going to take North Carolina. We're going to get Virginia. I mean, look, it's just going to happen, guys. It's going to happen. Just give it up. It's going to happen. Excuse me for a sec. What do you want? Mom? Oh, yeah, church. Yeah, we'll go to church on Sunday for sure and praise the Lord because we love Jesus. Thanks, Mom. See you later, alligator. But look, it's not going to matter. I mean, look, you guys, after 4 years of Joe Biden and what he was able to do and how strong the economy is with more jobs and people are happy, you go anywhere and you'll be hard pressed to find someone that doesn't love Joe Biden. And especially now, because he did something that no other president really has done in probably 150 years. And that is he put country ahead of himself. He said, I love being in the United States. but I love America more. That's Joe Biden. Real American hero. You know what I mean? And I love they said this to the Trumpers. And I know there's no Trumpers in here. You guys have all been blue to the core. I feel like a donkey being in here so long. Donald Trump said, "You can't just love him." I'm paraphrasing. I'm not. I don't like quoting people. I don't like quoting the Bible. I find that to be a little bit bizarre. But Joe Biden said, "You can't just love America when you win." Booyakashan. That was like, I mean, Donald Trump probably pulled the wig off the plugs he's got in his hair. I mean, because he's probably got it glued on in there pretty good. You know what I mean? With a base coat of Astroglide. But I got to tell you, that was a mic drop. I tell you, Joe Biden just came out swinging. Well, anyways, guys, I'm tired. I ate my vegetables and I ate my pickles, and now it's time to eat like some real food. But I appreciate you guys, hanging in here with me and talking about RFK Jr., panhandler, opportunist, straight up endorsing Donald Trump. America. All right, guys, take care. Peace out. Bye. Didn't catch that.